Hi Taurus, and happy birthday! Heather here with astrologywithheather.com, and I am here with a very special video forecast for all Taurus sun signs for the year ahead, or should I say for your personal solar year ahead, from your birthday this year all the way through to your birthday in 2020. And so this is going to be just a brief general overview of some of the major influences that will be affecting your sun in the next coming year. If you want to go much deeper into the astrology for the year ahead and the most important influences that are going to be impacting you personally, I have now available my Taurus solar return forecast. It's over 2 hours of information specific to your birthday, your sun's position, and it gives exact placements and timing of transits. And so it's all about the general energy of the year ahead based on your solar return, which is that exact moment in time each year that the sun returns to the exact degree and minute in the zodiac where it was when you were born. And this gives an indication of the energy for the year ahead. And I go really deep into the most important transits that are going to be impacting your sun, which represents you, right? It's your vitality, your life force energy, your soul's expression of purpose. It's your career, it's your success. There's so many things that the sun represents. It's a huge part of your identity. And so when your sun is impacted by major transits, your life changes in a lot of different ways. And so I cover this really in depth in that, it's over 2 hours long in that video, and it's available now. So you'll receive it within 48 hours of making your purchase. The link to order your forecast is down in the description below. And if you're not a Taurus sun sign, but you're watching this video for a friend, you can pre-order your solar return sun sign forecast to receive 25% off, and it's the same link down in the description below. But as for this video, I just wanted to do a brief overview for all of you for free, so that way all of the Taurus sun sign people who are who are subscribed to my channel, watching my videos, can have an idea of what's to come and how you can best utilize that energy that's coming up for you in the year ahead. And so the best place to start, I think, is with Uranus moving into Taurus. Even if you don't have that this year, I think it's, Taurus birthdays through the 25th or the 26th. The first few degrees of Taurus, they're going to be experiencing a Uranus conjunction to your sun. If you're not born within that time frame, if you're not an early degree Taurus sun sign, you're still gonna have the influence of Uranus on your sun sometime over the next 7 to 8 years. It's going to happen. So this is applicable to all Taurus sun signs. But Uranus conjunct your sun indicates that you're going to have huge changes in the year ahead in all areas of life, but especially as it relates to the way that you express yourself through your personality, your soul's expression of purpose, what your purpose is in this lifetime, or what you feel your purpose is might change. You might see changes in your career, you might see changes in your family life, in your relationships, in your friendships, in your beliefs, in your spiritual practices, in the way people react to you and respond to your energy. There's going to be a lot up for change for Taurus sun signs this year and in the coming years with that Uranus conjunction to the sun. And so this can bring shocking, unexpected, crazy events that come and shake you out of complacency. This is a year of liberation. This is a year of change. This is a year where you're going to feel very frustrated and limited and really tense when it comes to anything that really restricts or limits your freedom. And that includes, job situations, that includes family or housing situations, that includes friendships and relationships with people that are trying to control you or manipulate you, or that are preventing you from breaking free and acting more as your true self, acting more authentically out in the world. This is going to be an uncomfortable energy for a lot of Taurus sun signs because Taurus is a fixed earth sign. It's the most grounded and stable of all of the zodiac signs. And so, Taurus is always striving for comfort, stability, security, safety, and that sense of comfort and stability is going to be rattled, especially for those early Taurus sun signs this year. And so you're going to find yourself rebelling against old routines, old stuck stagnant energies and behaviors, and you're going to find yourself feeling much more liberated and excited and lit up as a result. If your life has gotten dull, monotonous, boring, stagnant, that's definitely going to change, and you're going to feel more energized and more lit up about life and more liberated through all of the changes that you're making. You're going to make changes that are going to support you in creating a life where you have more freedom to be who you truly are and to do the things that you love to do. But it isn't going to be without, some discomfort and some turbulence, and definitely there's a need for change. And so if you work with this energy, if you feel frustrated in certain areas of life, you feel like you're bogged down and repressed and boxed in, that's a cue as to where you need to make those changes and how those changes should come about. And if you don't make those changes and if you don't act on those frustrated energies, Uranus is one of those planets where you can work with it, or you can just resist it, and it's going to happen anyway, and it's going to make it a little more difficult because you have less say in what's going on. Not that with Uranus, it's usually the way that it comes about is unexpected anyway, but at least if you're initiating the change and you're embracing it and working with it, you get to guide it to a certain extent in the direction that you desire. So that's the Uranus energy. Taurus sun signs in general this year have a really great set of transits happening. That Pluto conjunction to Saturn in the South Node are all going to be in trine with your sun, and so you're going to have a lot of very karmic fated circumstances that help to guide you in a new direction that's very positive. You're going to have a year, unless you're at the early degrees of Taurus sun sign, you're going to have a year of creating greater stability, longevity. You're going to be making very slow and steady progress toward your long-term goals and plans. You're going to be going through a period of stabilization and really powerful growth. This is going to be a year with Pluto trining your sun of deep introspection and deep transformation from the inside out. So this is going to be a year where your entire being is transformed, where you're going to be figuring out what you truly need, want, and desire on a soul level, what your soul needs and desires in order to feel satisfied, what you came here to do, what you're passionate about. And you're going to be slowly but surely going through a transformation where you're going to be aligning yourself with those passions, those desires, that focused intention that you came here to accomplish. And so this is going to be a very exciting, transformative year. And this comes about in a very gradual, very soft, but very powerful way. And it's a very empowering experience, because at the end of this, next year and the year after, when you look back, you're going to realize that you're more self-assured, you're more confident, and you feel much more empowered because you're aligned with who you truly are, with your truth. And so Pluto trines to the sun are incredible transits, very revitalizing, re-energizing. You're going to have that zest for life restored on a fundamental level because of that transit. And then you're also going to have Jupiter trining your sun, which will be happening at the end of this year and the start of 2020 for pretty much everyone who has their sun in Taurus. And that's one of the most beautiful, optimistic, benefic transits, right? Anything that you want to accomplish during this time frame when Jupiter is trining your sun, you have the green light to do it. You're going to be much more well received. You're going to have less roadblocks. Things are going to flow much more easily for you. And so it's important to note when those times are so you can take hold of the energy, because otherwise it can make you kind of more like indulgent and lazy, which is fine. Usually you can get away with it when the sun is trying, or when Jupiter's trining your sun. And if that's what you need is just a break, then that's wonderful, because you'll get it. But if you want to take hold of it, that's even better, because you can utilize it for something that you really want to accomplish or achieve this year. So those are sort of the main transits. For a few of you, especially the ones that have Uranus in conjunction with your sun, you will have Saturn starting to square your sun at the end of this solar year. And so that's where, some Taurus people, the early Taurus people, are going to start to run into some roadblocks, some delays, some frustrations, some difficulties there where things might take a little bit longer than you might want them to. And that occurs later on down the line in the solar cycle. And so that's my little 10-minute overview of the energy of the Taurus sun sign and what you're going to be facing in the year ahead. And I hope that you find this to be helpful in guiding you in your intentions for your solar year. And again, if you want to go deeper into this, I do have that forecast available. It's over 2 hours long. There's a PDF file that includes specific dates and timing of transits and influences that will be affecting you by each specific birth date. And so you can navigate that and you can get the most out of that forecast that way. And you'll know exactly when these things are going to be happening and when you can take hold of the beautiful energy that's coming in. And if you are a Taurus sun sign that happens to have some difficult energy, you'll know exactly how to face those challenges. So thank you all so much again. And I hope you have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful year ahead. Bye.